Now the forces switch as he moves to the right, settling down low. This will be Bates back to the basket. Pass goes to him, turns on Hathaway, lays down the dribble as he deepens out. And the pass goes top of the circle to Pride. Where's Maddox? He's on the right side, being fronted over there now by Jackson. As the jumper is up, no good. Fighting for the rebound down low. Whitehead, ball blocked away brilliantly on the inside by Black. That was a pass, not a shot, apparently, as Tennessee's got the ball in front court. Wharton to Black on the left side. Jackson started a pump. Instead, inside it goes. Hathaway has the ball stripped away from him by Whitehead. Cleared to Pride. Vanderbilt with the ball past the timeline in front court. Pride pulls it up. On top it goes to Whitehead. Good shooter. Doesn't take one here. Now to Maddox. Maddox guarded by Wharton. They ring the 3-second three-point line. There's Maddox putting up a three from outside. No good. Far off the mark. Rebound tipped out. Chased down by Maddox. Maddox moves to the left side. Down deep he goes. Rips the ball back out here for the jumper by Despal. Throw is up and no good. Rebound Tennessee. Lee on the outlet pass. It comes to Wharton. Wharton past the timeline down the left side. Thinks about a shot. Settling to a low post Hathaway. Wharton works the ball inside to Hathaway. Cross-court pass Lee. Head fake into the lane. Back on top it comes to Jackson. Jackson to Lee. Wants to shoot. Will he? No. Back it goes to Jackson. Top of the circle. Penetrates. Goes through. Ball stolen away. Ripped over on the left side to Wharton. But before Jackson gets rid of the ball, he was held on the inside by Vanderbilt. And Tennessee will get the ball under its own basket, leading by a score of 4-0 with 17:10 to go in the first half of the game. Jackson to trigger the inbounds pass. There's Wharton. Wharton fakes, moves to the inside. 17-foot jumper is up. Zip. It's good. Tennessee leads by a score of 6-0, and Vanderbilt has the ball. This is Pride. Digging past the center line. Shut down by Jackson. Cross-court pass. Despaltro on the wing. Whitehead guarded over there by Lee. Wants to take him but can't. They come around the ring to the left side. Pride again. Looks inside. Bounce pass goes. Down low with the ball spinning. Bates looking. Nobody making much of a move, so the pass comes back to Pride. Despaltro comes to a high post. Maddox goes down low, roaming the baseline. Pride works to the right where Maddox is stationed in the corner. And then an official timeout is asked for by Pride for what I do not know. Maybe a contact lens would be my guess. Tennessee man-to-man. And Vanderbilt with Maddox. Looking in comes the pass to Prater, guarded by Jackson. Makes a penetration, loses the ball, but it's chased down and saved deep by Bates. Long shut up by Bates, no good. Tennessee gets the rebound. He had to take the shot because the shot clock was ticking away. Tennessee in front court, Jackson. On the left side, Wharton. Head fake, drives to the top of the circle. Now penetrates and shovels the ball back to Lee. He'll gun a 17-foot jumper. In, out, no good. Rebound taken by Black. Black for Tennessee spins, gives back to Lee for the layup. Good! Beautiful dish inside. Black to Lee. Lee for the layup. And Tennessee leads 8-0. Vanderbilt has the ball. This will be Prater for the Commodores past the timeline. To the left side, gives it over to Maddox. Looking inside, posting up. This will be Bates back to the basket. Makes a move. Spinning shot. Bates is up. No good. Rebound weak side. Whitehead. Trapped along the baseline. Forces it up. Good. And he was fouled. Good effort by Whitehead. Whitehead was out of it at the free throw line. The shot is up and missed. Rebound battle for low. Taken there by Despaltro. Shot up by Despaltro. Good. And he's fouled. So Vanderbilt on two straight second shot toss that is up and no good. Rebound Vanderbilt again. Coming out with the basketball. It's stolen away by Wharton, but he leaped in front and fouled as he did. 3 straight offensive rebounds for Vanderbilt, keeping the ball alive, and Tennessee comes with 3 straight fouls as well. Excellent effort by Vanderbilt, but Tennessee still leads by a score of 8-4.
Ford Green
shot, well, most recently shooting very well, 42% or better from the field in 4 straight games. South Carolina, Florida, Memphis, and most recently Arkansas. Prior to that, in 2 losses at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, below 40%. The fouls against Tennessee, 1 each on Hathaway, Wharton, and Lee, as Vanderbilt gets the ball. And in it comes to Prater. Back on the left side, Despaltro popping out on top. Whitehead. Inside bounce pass. Bates. Spinning shot is up. Good. Fine play. That, in essence, a 6-point possession. And Vanderbilt now jumps into full court pressure against the Volunteers, ripping it in front court. Jackson to Hathaway. Back it goes to Maddox. Now deep Lee. Penetrates. Gives back to Hathaway. 10-foot jumper is up. Bottom. Hathaway hit from outside. And Tennessee now builds it up to 10-6. As Vanderbilt will have the ball. Tennessee puts a little full court harassment on the point guard Prater, working on Jackson. Very quick as Prater brings it past the line to Maddox. Inside Bates, back to the basket. Now to Spaltro, passed up the shot, works to Whitehead, guarded here by Richard Lee. Back it comes to Spaltro. Now Prater will try a three. The shot is up and no good. Rebound chased down by Tennessee's Jackson. Jackson for the Volunteers. Works to the left side. Long bounce pass intended to Wharton is then tipped and knocked out of bounds by Maddox, who almost had the steal. Sort of a lazy pass by Jackson to Wharton, and Wharton hurried to meet the ball, but before he got there, Maddox got a handle of the ball and tipped it out of bounds. Tennessee substituting. Into the ball game will come Aaron Green and Vegas Davis. Relieved Jackson and Lee. Score Tennessee leading 10-6 over Vandy. And Tennessee has the ball. Wharton on the near side. Davis slides inside to Black. Now to Davis on the near side. Back to Black. Back to the basket. Triangle pass goes to Vegas Davis. Shovels it back to Hathaway. Hathaway to Davis at the left side against the zone defense. Now to Wharton. He drives. He stops. He puts up the jumper. No good. But as he gets the shot away, a foul is called. Maybe away from the ball. And it could have been. Well, Wharton was judged in the act of shooting, maybe, or was he? Not so, say the officials. He was, but let's see what's going to happen. As Tennessee's going to have the basketball under its own basket. Hathaway to work it in. Works the ball deep, and it's caught out here by Wharton. Wharton for Tennessee, top of the circle against the 2-3 zone. Roaming the baseline, left-right Davis. Now goes to the left wing where he gets the feed. Coming off behind him, Hathaway inside Black. Triangle pass Wharton for a three that's up and good. A three-pointer by Wharton. Tennessee shooting very well. Now leading 13-6, and Vanderbilt has the ball. This will be Prater coming past the timeline, guarded by Green. Works to Whitehead. He's guarded by Davis, can't get free. Tips the ball back over to Spaltro. Now on the wing, Maddox. Maddox forces a switch, stumbles. Now works the ball in the corner with it to Spaltro. Looks for a cutter along the baseline. Bounce pass inside, intended to the slashing Whitehead. Is tipped out of bounds by Tennessee's Green. And so it will be Vanderbilt getting the ball. The Volunteers are 5 of 6 from the field in this game. Vandy looks, waits, long pass. Deep right rear. Prater ends up with the relay. Quickly back it goes. Whitehead shot is blocked by Black. And Black, as he goes out of bounds, asks for a timeout. Did he get it in time? I don't think so. Beautiful block of the three-point shot attempt by Black, and he tried to yell for a timeout, but his foot came down before the referee picked it up. So Vanderbilt gets the ball. Pass in, saved out here by Prater. Shot clock at 8. Prater, does he know it? Working on Green. Foul is going to be called against Green for overpressuring. So that gets Vanderbilt out of a tight spot because the shot clock was down inside 5 seconds. Vandy will get the ball, a new 35, and it comes to Prater. Guarded by Green, works it deep on the left side. Whitehead sliding through Prater, coming to the top. Spaltro on the wing. Maddox inside Bates. Bates works on Hathaway. Can't get a shot away. Ball stolen away by Hathaway. And then as Bates tries to get it back, he knocks it out of bounds. And Tennessee will get the ball. Excellent defense, Hathaway. Vanderbilt jumps into full court pressure. Tennessee works the ball into Green. Long pass in front court comes to Black. Black to Davis. Davis drives, gives to Hathaway. 10-foot jumper. Hathaway is up. No good. Rebound fought for. Hathaway coming after the ball. Comes over the top to foul. And that Maddox on the wing to Whitehead. Vegas Davis guarding him. Spaltro gets the feed. Pops on the right side to Prater. Circling to the inside comes Maddox. Maddox reverses the ball back to Spaltro. Shot blocked. And a foul is going to be called against Black. So Spaltro will go to the line. Possession, 2 on offensive rebounds, and 1 with a little spin on the inside by Bates. Free throw is up and good by Spaltro. That will be 3 for him. Vanderbilt substituting as into the ball game comes Cugini. Tennessee is getting Torrey Harris into the game, and out goes C.J. Black. 13:03 to go in the first half. The score says 13-7. Is that right? Second shot is up. Good by Spaltro. It's a 5-point game. Tennessee with the ball against full court pressure. In comes the pass to Green. Green is fouled by Maddox. And under that full court pressure, he jumped in front and is caught moving. And Tennessee's got to get the ball side rear court. Again, Vanderbilt in a full court, basically man-to-man. And it will be Wharton. In pass comes to Davis. Davis shuttles past the timeline, almost blindsided. Cross-court pass goes to Green. Green at three-point range. I'm not sure he's strong enough to shoot. Green battling for a loose ball on the floor as he's tied up by Whitehead. And it will be Vanderbilt getting the ball side rear court. Green simply not 100% with that right arm. And so he will be relieved as back in for Tennessee comes Jackson. 12:50 to go in the first half. Tennessee leads 13-8. Vanderbilt has the ball. Prater will bring it in front court. And Prater sets a double post on the left side. Lob pass goes to the inside with the ball. Whitehead tied up down low, fighting for the loose ball. A foul's going to be called against Tennessee. 39 to go in the first half. Whitehead sucker tosses up, missed. Rebound Moore. Spins free, looks for an outlet pass, works it to Jackson, tips it back over to Wharton, who Wharton brings the ball in front court for the Vols. Davis comes to the left wing. Jackson moves to the right side. Now they interchange as the pass comes high to Davis. Along the baseline comes Wharton over to the right side with it. Jackson picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass intended to Davis, over his head, out of bounds. Poor pass, Jackson. And Vanderbilt picks it up on the turnover. Tennessee leads 13-9. Vanderbilt has the ball. And in it comes to Prater. Prater met at the timeline by Jackson. Cuts to the left side, reversing back right, top of the circle, back to the basket, gets a screen, continues to dribble, takes it low, leaves on the side for the jumper by Whitehead. Good, it's a three. Whitehead hits a three, his 6th point. It's a 1-point game. Tennessee leading 13-12. The Volunteers with the ball against full court pressure. Working past the timeline. Wharton has the ball tipped away on a blindside steal. Vanderbilt with the ball coming the other way, picking up the speed of the transition. It goes to Whitehead. Down deep, guarded by Davis. Long pass near side with the ball. Lange drives back to Maddox. Tennessee leads by a point. Vanderbilt's Maddox drives, puts up the jumper. It is good by Maddox. And Vanderbilt has the lead. As the Commodores roll for 7, make that 8 consecutive points of the Volunteers. And with 11:38 to go in the first half of the game, turnovers turned into, works the ball from Wharton into Jackson. Jackson being fronted, they're trying to take him out of the flow. Jackson with the basketball, rambles past the timeline, heavily pressured by Whitehead, and he turns the ball over under pressure. And so Vanderbilt forcing another turnover with excellent defense, leading by 1 point.
Every Volunteer fan knows the...
So Vandy has Maddox working it in first to Whitehead, then back it goes to Prater, and Prater has the ball tipped out of his hands and out of bounds by Jackson. Vandy will have it side rear court again. As Whitehead looks, Tennessee putting on the full court pressure. Whitehead dishes the ball in. It comes to Lange. Lange back to Prater. Prater will bring it past the timeline for the Commodores in front court, leading by a point. Running the baseline, Whitehead momentarily came open. I don't think he knew how open he was, and so instead he deals the ball to Maddox. Maddox drives for a jump shot that is up and no good. Rebound ripped away by Torrey Harris of Tennessee, given to Wharton. Wharton for Tennessee. Past the timeline, change of pace is bumped, no whistle called as Maddox takes away the drive. Now to Lee. Lee looks inside to Black. Sliding through comes Torrey Harris. Harris spins, throws the ball. Great catch by Wharton on the far side. He works inside Black. Black for Tennessee backs off, cutting into the lane. This will be Jackson. Cross-court skip pass goes to Lee. Lee drives. Under he goes for the shot that is no good. Rebound picked away by Torrey Harris. Harris for Tennessee deals it back to Jackson. Shot clock counting down to 8 seconds. Does Jackson know it? I don't know. Pass comes to Wharton. He knows it. A 3 by Wharton is up. No good. Rebound down low. Black fighting for the loose ball. Lee puts it back up. It's no good. Vanderbilt comes away with a rebound. That will be getting the ball and spinning out of there with it, Cugini, but Cugini is tied up, and Tennessee in alternate possession will get the ball under the Tennessee basket. 35 seconds on the shot clock as Jackson will be the trigger man for Tennessee. He looks. Wharton momentarily comes open. The pass comes deep instead to the releasing Torrey Harris. Harris to Wharton. And Wharton for Tennessee guarded. Drives into the paint. Up goes a 10-foot jumper by Wharton. It hangs. No good. Tip. No good. And a foul's called as Torrey Harris comes over the top and fouls. And Vanderbilt again will be at the free throw line. With the score 14-13. Cugini on the year. 46% free throw shooter. Makes this one good. So Vandy extends its lead to 2, 15-13. The Volunteers have led by as much as 7. 13-6. Actually by 8. The Volunteers opened up an 8-0 lead in the game. Then Vanderbilt with 2 offensive rebounds got down to 4. Free throw missed. Rebound Tennessee. It was Torrey Harris. Leaves it off with Jackson, who will be playing the point. Jackson comes in front court. Vanderbilt stays in the zone defense. He works to the left side. Green gets the handoff. Green comes top of the circle. Now to Richard Lee inside Black. Black gives the ball to Green. Quickly back to Lee. Lee drives, stops, fakes, gives it inside. Torrey Harris for the layup. Good, beautiful dish. Torrey Harris comes underneath for the layup after the feed by Lee. Score tied at 15. Vanderbilt with the ball. Prater works it past the center line. Moves left. Guarded closely by Jackson. Deals the ball to Pax Whitehead. Whitehead gets a screen, forces a switch. Foul called, illegal screen. Illegal pick on Cugini, moving in front to free Whitehead. And Tennessee will get the ball side rear court with 9:42 to go in the first half of the game. 15-15 the score. Team foul number 5 against Vanderbilt. Pass comes into Jackson. Jackson to Green. Green still not past the timeline. Back to Jackson. Jackson wanders in front court. Almost walks. In fact, he did. Gives to Lee. Lee loops the ball, intending it to Torrey Harris. Just too much of a pass for Torrey Harris to handle, as Lee had a good idea, but just had too much on the pass, and Torrey Harris could not make the catch. Another turnover for Tennessee, and Vanderbilt in a tie game has the ball. And walking it in front court comes Prater. They overload Fring strong the near side. Then they pop Whitehead out high. He gives the ball back to the driving Bates, and Bates is going to be blocked, or did he walk? Going to be foul called on Tennessee yet another time. And it will be Austin Bates, 73% free throw shooter. He a junior. Redshirt junior puts it up good. Bates with 3. Vanderbilt again on top. 16-15 is the score. And Austin Bates from Waverly, Tennessee, puts up the second shot. It's good. 4 for him. Vanderbilt by 2. Tennessee against full court pressure. Pass comes in to Richard Lee. Lays down the dribble. Loops the pass on the right side to C.J. Black in front court. Back to Green, now to Wharton. Vanderbilt, basically it's sort of a 1-2-2 zone. Pass goes to Green. Top of the circle left side. Now to Lee. Down deep to Wharton in the corner. They may be playing a zone and one. No, they're back man-to-man is what they're playing. It goes to Green. Green top of the circle to Lee. Inside with the ball. Black. Black moves under to shoot. Draws the foul from the backside. Coming over the top, I think it will be Bates. It could have been Cugini. It was Bates who fouls, and so Black will be at the line, as that will be team foul number 6 on Vandy. But it was a shooting violation, so Black, who has 2 free throws made in the ball game, will be at the line. Vandy 17, Tennessee 15. Black puts up the toss. It's good. 3 for him, 1-point game. He'll have the second. Upcoming a freshman from Chattanooga. As sophomore, Wharton is down at the opposite end visiting with the coach of the Volunteers, Kevin O'Neill. Free throw, good. Tie game. Vandy with it, Prater. Coming in front court with the ball, guarded by Green. On the right side, Maddox, guarded by Wharton. On the left side, bounce pass comes to Strong, guarded by Lee. Inside dish with the basketball to Spaltro. Pass to the low post with the ball. Bates spinning to shoot. Before he gets there, he walked with the ball. And Tennessee's going to end up with possession on a turnover against the Commodores. Score tied at 17. The ball's against full court pressure. Pass looped in to Green. Green wants to take Maddox, brings it past the timeline, throws the ball deep to Scott Moore. Nice catch by Moore. He's double teamed, throws the ball away, and a steal. Vanderbilt on a breakaway. With the ball, this will be Strong driving to shoot, and as he makes his cut, reaching from behind to foul him was Brandon Wharton. And that will be 2 on Wharton. Good reaction by Vanderbilt. Wharton is second. Again, Vanderbilt at the free throw line. Strong. It's good. He's a 68% free throw shooter, so Vanderbilt making the difference at the free throw line is right back there, leading now 18-17, and Strong, a freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, is there for the second try. Shot by Strong is good. 2 for him. Vanderbilt leads again by 2. 19-17. Tennessee with the basketball against full court pressure. Pass comes into Lee. Lee cross court to Green, and Green is fouled on a block. And it will be assessed this time against Strong, and that will be team foul number 7. So that Aaron Green, 76% free throw shooter, will be at the line to right-handed up there. He's not 100%. Out will go Wharton. He has 2 fouls. Time, 8:22 of the first half. Jackson replaces him. And for Vanderbilt, out goes Prater. Back in comes Pride. Vanderbilt 19, Tennessee 17. Green at the line, shooting 1+1. Shot is up. Good. Green with a point, averaging 8. And he's there for the second try. It's a 1-point game. Vanderbilt leads Tennessee 19-18. And Green is ready for the bonus attempt. Good. Tie game. Vanderbilt has the ball. And Pride will be at the point. Coming past the timeline to Spaltro. Will settle to a low post right. On the left side is Cugini. Pass goes to Spaltro. Head fake. Takes Black under for a spinning shot. Good. Fine play to Spaltro. Making a little swinging hook down low from 5 feet away. And Tennessee trails by 2 with the ball. Jackson with it. Guarded full court. Works the ball in left rear. Green. Green comes past the timeline finally for the Volunteers. And it will be he setting up the half-court game. Jackson goes to the left side. Lee comes out on top. Here comes Jackson through. Pass it goes back to Green for a three that is up and no good. Rebound ripped away Vanderbilt. Coming out with the ball to Spaltro. Outlet pass with the ball Pride. Pride past the timeline, circling off behind Maddox. Got the ball, drives inside, can't shoot. In the corner, strong will. The three is up, no good. Rebound Tennessee. Black, outlet pass comes to Jackson. Jackson for Tennessee. Rambles past the center line, back to Black. Black on the near side, Lee. Penetrates, picks up his dribble, in trouble, under a trap. Gets the ball inside to Moore, and as he does, a foul is going to be called. A holding violation against Cugini. Or was it a 3-second lane violation? It may be a 3-second lane violation called against Tennessee. Volunteers. And Tennessee returns with Jackson, Green, Wharton back in playing with 2 fouls, Torrey Harris and C.J. Black. Vandy's got Maddox, DeSpaltro, Pride, Whitehead, and Cugini. Against full court pressure, Vanderbilt with the basketball, and it comes to Pride. Egged all the way down court by Jackson. Finally comes in front court with the ball to Maddox on the left wing. 1 screen, 2 screen, 3 screens. Maddox doesn't shoot, bounce pass inside. DeSpaltro faking, up goes the shot, no good. Rebound fought for low. DeSpaltro back up, it's no good. Battling for it. Tennessee comes away, but a foul is called. DeSpaltro got very tight inside. Really had the angle for the layup, but Tennessee, excellent defense from Torrey Harris, C.J. Black, with help also from a sagging Jackson. Finally, DeSpaltro forced up the shot, missed, got the rebound, put it back up, no good, and just couldn't. A little frustration sets in, and so he fouls. So he will go to the sideline with his second foul, and for Tennessee, Torrey Harris will be at the line. 41% free throw shooter. Score 21-19 Vanderbilt. Shot by Torrey Harris, banks it in. Why not? Good. Harris with 3, and it's a 1-point game. 7:02 to go, 21-20. The Volunteers now 7 of 7 at the line, and Torrey Harris trying to make 2 in a row. Will he do it? No. Almost. Rebound taken away Vanderbilt. Lange comes out with the ball to Pride. Pride in front court, back to Lange. Head fake, drives, doesn't shoot. Now to Whitehead. He penetrates to the bait. Good defense switch by Torrey Harris. The pass comes back over here to Pride. Took away Whitehead's shot. Pride with it. Out high, this will be Lange setting the screen. They're going to screen for Whitehead. Here he comes. Pass goes to Maddox. Maddox on the wing. Widens out, forces a switch back to Lange. Good shooter into the paint. Lange puts up the jumper. Good. Fine play. Lange drives in for his first 2, and Vanderbilt has a 3-point lead, 23-20. Wharton for Tennessee is met right as he gets to the center line. A double team there. Maddox along with Pride. Dishes the ball over to Jackson. Jackson under a double team. Gives the ball to Green. Green cross court with the ball. Torrey Harris powers under, and as he does, a charge is called on Torrey Harris. Lead. Tennessee's biggest lead 8, Vanderbilt's biggest lead 3. Vandy with Prater. Moves to the right side, circling deep. Pass comes back over Whitehead for the layup. Good. Beautiful, beautiful play as Prater comes with a semi-alley-oop over Tennessee's defense, and Whitehead comes with an over-the-head layup, his 8th point. Vandy leads by 5. Tennessee with the ball. Wharton past the timeline. Here comes the double team on him. Maddox right on top. The pass comes over to Jackson. Jackson for Tennessee. Penetrates, goes driving through, gives the ball over. Tonk! He goes to Black, and Black just jammed it through for his 6th point. And Tennessee cuts it back to 3. 25-22 the score. Vandy will have the ball in front court. Prater with it. Reversing right, now moving left. Cross-court pass with it. Hacks Whitehead in the corner. They clear the court. He tries to take Green to the inside, but Green takes away the drive. Back to Maddox, now to Whitehead. Whitehead at 3-point range, bounces the ball to the inside with it. Bates, cross-court pass, Lange. Lange for a 3 that is up and no good. Rebound, Tennessee, Wharton. The Volunteers explode. It's a 3-on-2. Wharton pulls it up, gives on the left side, Jackson. A 3 by Jackson is up, no good. Rebound on the inside. Foul's going to be called, I think, against Vanderbilt. I'm not sure. It's got to be called on Hathaway. Vanderbilt leads by 3. Lange, thus far, has 2 points in the game. The toss is up. Good. Excellent shooter. 3rd point for him, and Vanderbilt's lead is 4 points, 26-22. And this will be the freshman Lange for the second try. Lange, 78% free throw shooter, puts this one up. No good. Rebound. Had to be a shove. And it was Black who got the rebound, but he was shoved off as Coach O'Neill was up visiting with Steed, and it was Steed who made the call. And so Black will be at the line for Tennessee in a 4-point game. 26-22, Vanderbilt leads. For the Volunteers, Black leads the scoring with 6 for Vanderbilt. Whitehead leads with 8. Vanderbilt has used 4 different starting lineups. The one that started this game, Pride, Maddox, Whitehead, DeSpaltro, Bates, 13 starts. Free throw, Black missed. Rebound as it's ripped away. Tennessee missing its first free throw. Flipped out here to Prater, Prater to Maddox. Maddox back to Prater, top of the circle, guarded by Jackson. Lob inside with the ball down low. Bates shot blocked by, no, he's called for traveling, which he did. The shot was blocked by Black, but Bates, who got the over-the-top lob pass, trying to free himself as Black was right there with him, had to shuffle the feet and is called for the travel, and Tennessee ends up with the ball on the turnover. The pass comes to Wharton. Wharton in rear court, back over to Jackson. Jackson for Tennessee, dribbles past the timeline, guarded by Maddox. They don't put a double team on him, but they always do on Wharton when Wharton has the ball at the timeline. Bounce pass, Wharton tries to drive the baseline, can't. Here comes the double team on him. Cross court pass, Jackson. Jackson drives, loses the ball, gets it back, gives on the near side. Jumper, Lee is up. It is no good. Rebound picked away on the weak side, coming out to Spaltro. Outlet pass comes to Prater. Prater past the line for Vanderbilt, pulls it up, thought about a shot. Will instead penetrate down low, but before he got there, he walks with a good move into the lane by Aaron Green, forcing the travel. 4:19 to go, another turnover for Vanderbilt, and the Commodores will defend as Tennessee gets the inbounds pass to Wharton. Wharton will be guarded full court by Prater. Returns the ball to Jackson. Jackson, long pass in front court, comes to Black. Black for Tennessee, back to Wharton, and Wharton goes to work on Prater. Green goes into the left corner. To the right side comes Jackson to get the pass. Lee along the baseline. Cross-court pass goes to Green. Tries to penetrate, counts. Bounce pass goes into Black. Black makes a move low. Cross-court pass, Wharton. Wharton into the lane, fakes. Bounce pass, Jackson. Jackson up for a little 10-footer. That is no good. Rebound picked away. Coming out Lange. Lange to the outside. Prater, long pass in front. Where driving will be Spaltro for the layup. Good. Beautiful, beautiful transition basket. That's what Vanderbilt wants to do. Score in transition since that point. The Volunteers will have the ball as Jackson will bring it past the timeline in front court. Lee and Black on the inside. Tennessee with 3 guards in there. Green. There goes Jackson to the left. Pass goes to him. Here comes Black through. Back it comes to Wharton. Wharton head fake. 15-foot jumper is up by Wharton. It's short. Rebound Vanderbilt. Good play to Spaltro. Out to Prater. In transition. Prater pulls it up. Gives it back over to Maddox. Maddox can't shoot. Comes to the free throw line. Sets a screen for Whitehead, who walks. Again, good anticipation by Tennessee, taking away the lane which Whitehead had assumed. And just when he got the ball back, Tennessee had the lane filled, and rather than charging, he had to shuffle the feet and is called for the travel. Timeout asks for a break for your Vol Radio Network station, as we say, with timeout. Basketball at Memorial Gymnasium finds Vanderbilt leading Tennessee 28-22. Field goal shooting, both teams 41%. Tennessee 7 of 17, Vanderbilt 9 of 22. Each team with 1 3-point shot made. Tennessee +2 in rebounds. The Volunteers guilty of 9 turnovers, Vanderbilt 6. With play resumed, Tennessee will have the ball as the pass comes to Cornelius Jackson, ranging past the timeline, pulls the double team, works the ball to Green, top of the circle, back it comes to Jackson. Jackson looks for and finds Wharton. Vanderbilt into a zone. It's sort of a 1-2-2 again. Cross court, it comes to Green. They're playing man-to-man on Wharton. Inside, Black, spinning shot is up. Good. Beautiful dish off the top by Jackson. And Black spins to score his 8th point. It's a 4-point game. Vanderbilt has it. Prater in front court. Around the horn, it comes on the left side. Whitehead cutting through. This will be Maddox. Maddox guarded by Wharton. Deals the ball on the left side. This will be to Spaltro, thinking about a shot instead to Whitehead. Whitehead at 3-point range. Green in his face. Now to Maddox. Maddox backs it off and gives the ball to Prater. They'll reset. Maddox goes down low. Whitehead will go to the left side. Now he moves to the right. With the ball, Maddox shoveling through. Gives the jumper up there. No good. Rebound. Tipped back out to Whitehead. Free for a 3 that is up and short. Rebound this time, Tennessee's Jackson. Jackson spins out with the ball. Looks down court to Wharton, but takes it deep himself. Now to Lee. Lee for Tennessee. Back to Black. Black at the free throw line drives. Gives the ball to Lee. Lee goes under to shoot. As he does, he's going to be called for traveling. A travel called on Lee, who jammed it home on a dunk, but he took 2 steps to get there. 2:04 to go in the first half. Back in for Vanderbilt comes Bates. Out goes DeSpaltro. And for Tennessee, Deshae Jones limps on, and he will relieve Brandon Wharton, who is playing with 2 personal fouls. So he's not playing. As Vanderbilt will have the ball. 4-point game. Vanderbilt walks it past the line. Prater. They come with a double high post. Prater works to the right side off the screen set by Bates. There's the lob to the inside. Whitehead with the ball, forcing the shot, stolen away, and it's going to be a foul called, I think, against Tennessee. I'm not sure. It's 2 free throws. The shot is up and good. Second shot is up. Good. Whitehead, the senior, knocking it home. Tennessee will get the ball with Deshae Jones to work it in bounds. Looking for Green, but instead works the ball to Jackson. Jackson guarded full court by Prater, returns the ball to Green. Green for the balls, stepping past the timeline, pulls the double team. Pass inside to Shea Jones. Back it comes to Jackson. Jackson to Green on the wing. Green overplayed by Whitehead. Works the ball to the right side. Jackson back to Green. Widening out to Shea Jones. Looks to the inside. There goes Black through. Here comes Jackson, top of the circle. At three-point range, gives it back to Black. Black for Tennessee has the ball flicked away, picked up by Jones, given in the corner to Lee. Back to Jones. He penetrates on a bounce past Jackson. Jackson trying to make a drive is called for walking. Turnover Tennessee. 120. 11 turnovers for the Volunteers, and 1:20 to go in the first half as Vanderbilt will get the ball leading 30-24. Vandy's biggest lead 6. Tennessee's biggest lead early 8-0. Vandy with it. Prater coming in front court. To the left side, Whitehead on the bounce. Green guarding him. Whitehead reversed the ball back to Maddox. Picked up there by Jackson. Powers his way into the lane. Can't shoot. Back it goes Prater. Prater reversing. Spins. Bounce pass low. Driving down low. Charge. Good positioning by Tennessee's Black. Excellent positioning as he takes the charge. And DeSpaltro, or was it Cugini? Cugini is the man who charges. And not a shooting violation. An offensive player control foul. Tennessee will get the ball. 30-24, 59.6 to go in the first half of the game. Each team guilty of 10 fouls now in the first half of the game. And it will be Deshae Jones to work it in. Hands the ball off to Green, guarded full court by Prater. Maddox is going to help out with the double team, so Tennessee bounces the ball first to Jackson, back to Jones. Jones drives, gives to Lee. Started a pump, thought better of it, lays down the dribble, works to Jackson. Who's going to shoot? My guess is Green. Could be Black. Pass goes to Jones, back to Jackson. Green along the baseline, returns the ball to Jones. Inside with the ball, Black, foul from the backside, and so he'll be shooting the free throws. Coming over the top, Cugini. So Black, who has 8 points, will be at the line for the Volunteers, who trail 30-24 with 36.9 seconds to go. C.J. Black for Tennessee. Vanderbilt coming in with a record of 14-8. 5-5 in the league. Tennessee 10-10, 3-7. Tossed by Black, no good. He's missed 2 in a row. And Tennessee has missed 2 in a row as well. 3 in a row, actually, now for Tennessee. Torrey Harris and now Black, as he'll step back to the line, trying to make it a 5-point game. As there's discussions going on here among the players. And Black will be at the line for the toss that this time is good. He has 9, and Vanderbilt has the ball. About a 1-second differential in the shot clock and the first half clock. Prater comes in front court. They may use the clock down. It appears they will, as Prater's just standing out there dribbling the ball. His team leading 30-25. They want to make it a 7-point lead. Tennessee's going to try to lock down the defense. They've got Whitehead a shooter. They got Maddox a shooter. Strong is there down low on the near side. Lange. Pass comes to Maddox. Maddox with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rolls into the lane, stolen away. Coming out with the ball, Jackson. Jackson for Tennessee, then intends the pass over here to Jones, but Jones, seeing the ball tip away, actually kicks it out of bounds as he tries to chase it down. And Vanderbilt's going to use a 20-second timeout. And the clock shows, I can't read the clock. It appears to me there is no time on the clock. 3 seconds, where is it? 3 seconds is the rule. Maddox goes to the right. Pass comes in, turning. This will be the feed goes to Maddox. Maddox a 3 from way outside. That is no good, but close as the first half comes to a close. Tennessee struggles down the stretch after opening up a big lead, but Vanderbilt comes back and the two teams battle it. It's been a very exciting first half of the basketball game. We'll take a break now for our stations along the line by telling you the score at the end of the first half. Vanderbilt 30, Tennessee 25.
The stars will always shine, the birds will always sing. As long as there is thirst, there's always the real thing. Coca-Cola Classic is all.
College basketball. And Tennessee on the year hitting 40% from the field, Vanderbilt 44%. Tennessee hit 67% free throw shooting, Vanderbilt 71%. Vandy has put up 346 three-point shots, Tennessee 206. And in three-point shooting, Vanderbilt hits 34%, Tennessee 31. Rebounding, Tennessee is +5 on the year, Vanderbilt +1. Well, I think the second half is about ready to get underway now, as both coaches have had a couple extra sessions with their team. And we're set to go. It will be Vanderbilt in alternate possession with the ball. Pride comes in front court on a bounce on the wing to Spaltro. Popping high, this will be Whitehead. Ball deflected away from him, then flipped back in front court. Nice save by Whitehead. Good defense by Richard Lee. Vandy with the basketball again, trying to shake Whitehead free, being fronted all over the court by Lee. Moving to the left side, Pride to Whitehead. Lee right there with him, defending for Tennessee. Whitehead returns the ball to Pride in the corner. On top comes the pass to Spaltro to Maddox. Maddox wants to take Wharton one-on-one. Instead puts up a three. Good. Big bucket. Maddox hits a three. And Vanderbilt builds the lead quickly to 8. Tennessee has the basketball. In comes the pass past the timeline. It goes to Lee. Lee to Hathaway. Hathaway returns the ball to Jackson. Cross court, Wharton started to pop a three, but backs off. Now Tennessee goes into its half-court game. Pass inside intended to Hathaway is deflected away by Spaltro. Long pass in front court. Whitehead drives for a shot, no good. And a block is going to be called against Wharton, and that will be 3. 4 straight points on Tennessee. And Whitehead with 11. And the Commodores enjoy the biggest lead of the ball game. It's 9. 34-25. Second one missed. Rebound Tennessee. Coming out Black. The pass goes to Wharton. Wharton for Tennessee accelerates in front court. Gives the ball right side. Lee pass up a 15-foot jumper. Back to Wharton. Tennessee still ever so slightly tentative. Here's Jackson on the left wing. To Lee, top of the circle. Double post down low with the ball. Black. Black wants to take his man as he tries to make a drive into the lane. He's called for traveling. Turnover Tennessee. Vanderbilt leading 34-25 after a lead of 30-25 at the end of the first half. And the Commodores have the ball. Big possession here for both teams. All of them are, but this one particularly. Down the left side, Pride. Maddox goes shuttling through, popping out high. Whitehead guarded by Lee. Down low pass, shot up, charge. Good play, Hathaway. Outstanding play to get there in time to take the charge. As up went Bates, I think. Either Bates or to Spaltro on the inside. The charge is called. We'll wait for the call. Anyway, Tennessee ends with the basketball. And the Volunteers rip the ball in front court. Give and go. Black bounce pass Hathaway. Under he goes. Fakes. Up goes the shot. No good. He's called for walking. 2 straight travels against Tennessee. We'll give the ball back to Vanderbilt. 34-25. 18-26 to go in the ball game. And the Commodores come in front court with Pride. Maddox to the near side. Bates sets a low post on the right. Spaltro comes to a high post. And along the baseline comes Whitehead. Cutting back with a backdoor. Maddox momentarily flashed free. Then Wharton took away the lane. So Maddox loops the ball inside to Spaltro. Now the jumper by Pride is up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Foul called. And this time it is on Spaltro coming over the top of Black. That will give Tennessee the basketball. With 18:04 to go, and Tennessee still to score in the second half of the game. 2 turnovers. Tennessee with the ball in front court. Quickly on a relay pass from Jackson to Black. Black to Wharton. Wharton drives down deep, backs off. 10-foot jumpers up, short. Tip, no good. Rebound to Spaltro. Vanderbilt outlet pass left side. Pride. They've got the lead down pass with the coming to Bates. Bates shot is blocked. Great rejection down low by Black. Tennessee gets the rejection, and it goes to Jackson. Jackson past the timeline. Loops the ball to Black, top of the circle. Down low, Hathaway. Pass comes instead to Wharton. Tennessee still has not scored in the second half. Wharton in right rear to Lee. Posting down low, Black. Pass goes inside to him. Spins. Shot blocked. Foul called. A hack onto Spaltro as Black is maturing as we watch him on the inside. That's the 4th foul on Spaltro. So the earlier foul must have been on Bates. We have no place to read it here. I've got to read. Yes, Bates apparently made the earlier foul. He has unofficially 3. Scoreboard doesn't list them, and we don't have any other way to get it. 3 on Bates, so we got it right for a change. Black at the line, 2 shots coming. Toss, good. Black with 10. Tennessee trails by 8, 34-26, 17-28 to go. And C.J. Black will be back at the line. Guns it up there, bang. Tennessee back in defense, and Vanderbilt with the new man in for Spaltro. As into the ball game comes Lange. Vandy works it past the line. Pride to Lange on the left side. Pass to the inside intended to a posting Whitehead, and the ball is swept away and deflected out of bounds by Lee. Vanderbilt retains possession, trying to get the ball to Whitehead time after time. Maddox comes off past a double screen, puts up a jumper. The shot good by Maddox. Big bucket Maddox. He has 2 field goals in the second half. And Vanderbilt's lead is now at 9. Tennessee with the ball. Wharton coming past the line, fouled. As he moves in front court, I think this time it's going to be on Pride as Vanderbilt jumped into that full court man-to-man trapping defense, trapping on Wharton, and whenever Wharton gets the ball, he will be double teamed. At that time, as he breaks through the double team, the foul is called on Pride, and Tennessee will get the ball. That will be the 4th foul on Vanderbilt in the second half. Tennessee with it. Jackson top of the circle. The Volunteers still without a field goal in the second half. Jackson continues the dribble. Wharton trying to shake free. Pride defending him. Jackson moves to the right, back to the left side to Lee. Lee gets the feed on the left wing. Back to Jackson. Jackson down low, takes it home. Jackson fakes. Up goes the shot. No good. Missing the layup. The rebound picked away down low. Taken here, Vanderbilt lead past front court. Whitehead head fake, drives down low. 10-footer is up. Good by Whitehead. Vanderbilt on a roll. Tennessee needs a blow. Whitehead with 13. Tennessee shooting terribly, and Vanderbilt has opened it up to 11, the biggest gap, as the Commodores lead by a score of 38-27. So the pass comes into Hathaway, back over to Lee. Lee in rear court to Jackson, and Jackson guarded by Maddox comes past the line. Wharton being fronted wherever he goes on the court by Pride. And this will be Jackson working the ball to Wharton. Inside with it, Black. Gives it to Lee in the corner. Lee tries to drive the baseline instead to Black. Black makes a move down low for a shot that is up. No good. Rebound picked away by Black. Tipped out, saved by Tennessee's Jackson. Flipped away from him. Picked up here by Whitehead. Bounce pass goes. Driving under for a shot. No good on a foul. Coming to the backside is Jackson over the top. Picked up for the Volunteers. His first foul. Second free throw is up, and it is good, and Vanderbilt is on a roll, leading by 13. See with 1 at the free throw line. Vanderbilt also edging the Volunteers, and Tennessee has been guilty of 15 turnovers in the ballgame. Vanderbilt has scored 15 points off Tennessee's turnovers. Play to be resumed. Tennessee will have the ball with Wharton to work it in, and Vanderbilt will go again with the full court press. The bounce pass comes into Aaron Green, who has come on for Tennessee with Deshae Jones. Jones gets the feed, comes past the timeline. He's still not 100% by any stretch with that injured foot. Jones on the wing works it to Wharton. Wharton overplayed by Pride man-to-man. The rest of them playing zone. Cross court it comes to Jones. Jones looks to the right. Here comes Green through. Wharton being fronted, just played man-to-man all over the court by Pride. Jones with the ball, picks up his dribble. Bounce pass inside Black. Cross court pass Green. He'll try a 3. The shot by Green. Pop! It's a 3 by Green. And Tennessee trims it to 10, 40-30. Vanderbilt will have the ball. This will be Pride in front court to Lange. Sliding through will be Whitehead, fronted by Jones, so he can't get free, and the dish comes instead to on the near side, Pride. Now to Maddox, who's got the hot hand, guarded by Wharton, who's playing with 3 personal fouls. Back to Maddox, wants to take Wharton. Behind the back dribble, into the corner it goes. Lange drives down low, under for a shot, no good. A block is going to be called against Tennessee's Hathaway. He, a freshman, puts up the toss, and it is good. 4 points for Lange, and Vanderbilt's lead is built back to 11, 41-30, with 14:57 to go in the game. On Saturday, Vanderbilt will be on the road. Tennessee at home against Mississippi State. Lange, second toss is up, good. 5 for him. Tennessee with the ball against full court pressure. In comes the pass to Green. Green will be guarded by Maddox, who almost picks his pocket, but Green able to elude him, gives the ball low, and Black gets the feed for a 2-hand dunk. Good by Black. Great 37-foot feed by Aaron Green. This will be Vanderbilt coming in front court. Around the horn it goes to Whitehead on the corner, guarded by Green. Gets a screen, fakes, back it goes down, driving for a shot is good by Cugini, and switching over to take away the drive and fouling as he did was Torn, missing the free throw, grabbed out by Whitehead, bounced in the corner for a jumper up there by Maddox, no good, rebound taken by Green. Tennessee has the ball trailing 44-32. Feed in front court to Shea Jones, back to Green. Back to Jones, back to Green, now to Black, top of the circle. Started a pump instead to Maddox. Instead it comes to Wharton. Wharton to Green for a three that's up. Rattles no good. Tip no good. Ripped away by Cugini. Vanderbilt has the basketball to Maddox. Maddox coming past the timeline, change of pace. Shuttles to the right, back it goes, down low, past Whitehead, fakes, up goes the shot, Whitehead no good. Fighting for the rebound, knocked out of bounds as Tennessee battles with Torrey Harris and Deshae Jones, and Tennessee touches at last. In for Tennessee will be Scott Moore. Out goes Torrey Harris, who has 4 fouls. 44-32, Vanderbilt leading with 13:57 to go in the game. Whitehead will work the ball in. Looking for Maddox, gets the pass. Now to Prater, who's come into the game for Pride. Bounce pass low with the ball. Whitehead drops it. Up goes the shot. No good. Tip good off the weak side. And coming is Lange for his 7th point. And Vanderbilt pulls away to a 14-point advantage. Green with Jones will bring it past the timeline. Tennessee has scored 7 second-half points. Vanderbilt has scored 16. The ball's with Deshae Jones in front court. Wharton trying to get free of Prater, but they play him man-to-man. Lob goes inside to Black. Black back over to Wharton. Wharton guns a three that is up and no good. Tipped by Scott Moore, no good, and a foul's going to be called on Moore. Prater racing past the timeline. Here goes Lange to a low post on the left side, but Prater works back the opposite way. Now gives the ball over here to Maddox, back to Lange. Lange wants to take Black one-on-one, backs off, puts up a jumper. Good by Lange. Lange with 9, and he has propelled his team into a 16-point lead. It's 48-32. Vanderbilt leading Tennessee with the ball coming past the line. Now Vanderbilt sinks into a, what's it got to be, man-to-man on Wharton. Everybody else playing a zone. It's a zone and 1, sort of a box and 1. Wharton dribbling out on top, takes Prater down low and draws the foul on him. That will be team foul number 5 on Vanderbilt, as Prater is caught for grabbing Wharton. So Vanderbilt playing the zone in 1, meaning 4 players are playing basically location on the court, 1 man chasing Wharton wherever he goes. Green will work the ball in bounds. The pass comes to Deshae Jones. Jones for Tennessee, top of the circle, picked up by Whitehead. Now they've gone back straight man-to-man. Bounce pass goes deep in the corner to Aaron Green, guarded by Maddox. Comes out top, bounce pass goes to Black, back to the basket, looks for a cutter, back it goes to Deshae Jones, drives, fakes, just can't get the shot away, picks up his dribble, cross-court pass Black, the free throw line. Black drives under to shoot. As he does, it's stolen away from him. And Vanderbilt driving for a layup that is up, missed, tip, good! Coming the back way was Cugini. And so Cugini, after Vanderbilt affected us and to work the ball in bounds. Vanderbilt into a 1-2-2 3-quarter court zone, but basically speaking, it's going to be man-to-man on Wharton with Prater taking him wherever he goes. Jones for Tennessee brings the ball past the timeline to Wharton in the corner. Wharton drives into the paint, fakes, bounce pass goes to Green. Back on top it comes to Jones. Jones looks to the inside, nothing there. So he dribbles the ball to the right wing. Wharton circles off. Black sets down low. Jones cross court. Nice catch made by Wharton. Overplayed there by Prater. Wants to take him. Gives into the corner. Jones. 15-foot jumper is up. No good. Rebound taken by C.J. Black. Then deflected away from him and stolen by Vanderbilt's Prater. Vanderbilt with the ball. Tennessee not shooting well. Vanderbilt with the ball in front court. The Commodores, Prater. Around the horn it goes to Maddox on the corner. Sliding through Strong, who gets the ball. He's at the top of the circle, working off the pick of Cugini. Passes the ball to Prater. Along the baseline comes Maddox. Prater with it, makes a drive, gives in the corner. Nothing doing there for Lange, who almost travels, but fires the ball back over to Maddox. Shot clock down to 8. Maddox is going to take him one-on-one. Drives down low. Under he goes for the shot. Good by Maddox. Maddox is the man to whom they go for his 9th point. And it is now 52-32. Tennessee will have the ball. Coming in front court with it is Deshae Jones. Green on the left wing. There's Wharton trying to free himself. Overplayed by Wharton. Finally makes the catch. Wharton sags a bit, but Prater sags a bit. Wharton continues the dribble. There he makes his drive down low. Little 10-footer is up. Good by Wharton taking Prater. So Wharton gets his 7th point of the ball game, his first 2 of the second half. Vanderbilt quickly the other way. The pass comes to Maddox. Down low, works the ball to Cugini. Back on top. Lange puts up the jumper. It is no good. Rebound for Tennessee. Tipped out momentarily, then knocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt's reaching Cugini. And the Volunteers will get the ball as back in. Come for the Volunteers Jackson, Torrey Harris, Hathaway, and Vanderbilt will have Whitehead back into the ball game, replacing Maddox. 52-34 the score. 10:21 to go in the contest. Vanderbilt leading. The Commodores come out of that pressure on Wharton as he dribbles past the timeline. Now Prater comes out to get him as Wharton dribbles on the left side. Works off a screen to the right. Forces a switch, makes the penetration. Picks up the dribble, has it stolen away. Then it's grabbed down low momentarily by Vanderbilt. Hathaway tried to reach and make it, then thought better of it as he saw the ball rolling out of bounds. And Tennessee retains possession with 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. To work it in, Jackson looks down deep to Hathaway, instead works the ball to Wharton. Wharton in the left corner. Posting low, Torrey Harris at the other side, Hathaway. Wharton will gun a three that's up bottom. Wharton drills a three, he's got 10. And the difference now is 15 with 9:50 to go. Vanderbilt has the ball. Prater with it, guarded by Jackson full court. Stunner stepping past the timeline, takes it all the way down 8 feet away, drags the pivot foot. Good defense. Jackson taking away the drive with the freshman Prater. So Tennessee will end up with possession. 9:41 to go. Back in comes Pride. Out goes Prater for the Commodores. 52-37 is the score. Tennessee will be substituting as well, as returning is Black, and out will go Torrey Harris. So the Volunteers have Wharton, Jackson, Green, Hathaway, Black. Vanderbilt has in the lineup Pride, Whitehead, Bates back in, Lange, and Strong. Tennessee with the ball. Wharton comes in front court. Dog man-to-man by Pride. Continues the dribble, moves to the right. Fouled on a hold by Pride. And so that will be team foul number 6 on Vanderbilt. The Volunteers will have the ball under the Tennessee basket with the score 52-37, Vanderbilt leading. At halftime, Vanderbilt led 30-25. Vandy substituting as into the contest returns Drew Maddox for Vandy. Jackson will trigger the inbounds pass. It comes deep to Green, top of the circle. Vanderbilt what? Zone. Here's Green losing the dribble, but there to save it will be Jackson. Jackson for Tennessee. Bounces the ball inside to Hathaway. Back to Jackson. Penetrates. Has the ball momentarily stolen away. Grabs it back. Stolen back by Jackson. Gun it up there, somebody. Cross-court pass, Green. Head fake drives. Back it comes Wharton. Wharton then intends the pass. Nice save by Jackson on the near side. He drives into the lane now to Green. Green tries a three that is up. Good by Green. It's a three. Green has got 8 points, and Tennessee pulls within 12. 52-40 in favor of Vandy. Vandy walks it in front court. Pride to Lange, top of the circle. Sliding through left, right comes Bates. The pass instead to Pride. Bates comes out to give him a screen, forcing the switch. That puts a mismatch on the inside, but then Tennessee quickly recovers, and Hathaway goes back to take Bates. Now Maddox will put up a jumper that is short. Rebound fought for low. Bates comes out with the basketball, loses it, gets it back, puts up the shot. Good by Bates along the baseline. Bates keeps the ball alive and gets his 6th point. And a 20-second timeout is asked for. The score in the ball game is 54-40 in favor of Vandy. The officiating crew is Eads, Thibodeau, and Steed. Tennessee with Wharton, Green, Jackson, Black, and Hathaway. The pass comes against full court pressure into Green. Green for Tennessee, guarded by Maddox. Brings him past the timeline in front court. Let's see what Vanderbilt does here. Green being played by Maddox. They're playing his own. Pass comes near side Wharton. Wharton picked up here by Whitehead. Drives into the lane, gives the ball on the wing. Jackson for a three that is up, no good. Rebound Hathaway, up he goes for a shot. Swept it away, no whistle on a possible foul, and Vanderbilt comes the other way with Whitehead behind the back dribble. Stolen away by Wharton. Wharton for Tennessee. Dribbling down the timeline, has to be a foul as he goes sliding along the court. Banged from the backside either by Maddox or by Pride. And it will be Tennessee getting the ball. 54-40, 7:54 to go. And the Volunteers, as that was team foul number 7 on Vandy, will be at the line for 1+1 as Wharton goes there. And Tennessee still will have Wharton at the free throw line. We'll just let it go at that. 54-40, 7:54 to go. Free throw Wharton, good. 11 for Wharton. Tennessee being led in scoring by Black with 13. Green with 8. Vanderbilt being led in scoring by Whitehead with 13. And here's Brandon Wharton, the Nashville sophomore, makes the second free throw good. He's got 12, and we've got a timeout asked for. A break for our stations with timeout the score. Vanderbilt 54, Tennessee 42.
Imagine the future of your telemarketing department. No more.
The Commodores will have the ball as play is resumed. Maddox works the ball in to Pride. And Pride, guarded by Jackson full court, brings it past the timeline. Juggles the ball, now works in front court with it. Circling out on top, Whitehead. He's guarded by Green. Pride now dribbles the ball left, works the ball to DeSpaltro, back into the game, playing with 4 fouls. Cross court, Whitehead with the ball. Back on the left side, the pass goes to Pride, widening out to DeSpaltro. They're trying to free Whitehead. Here he comes out on top. Green fights through a pick, bounce pass down low. Bates spinning 8-footer up. No good. Rebound, Hathaway of Tennessee. Hathaway outlet pass comes to Wharton. Wharton for the Volunteers past the timeline, trailing by 12. Now Tennessee squares the court. Down low goes Hathaway. Pass goes to Black in the corner. Green, who has 2 threes in the second half. Green works the ball to Wharton. Wharton played by Maddox in the zone. Near side, Jackson. Will he pump? No. They give him the shot. Passed it up. Gives the ball on the left side. Now down low. Black back to the basket. Double team. Juggles the ball. Up goes a little hook in front. Good as he banks it in. Black rams home his 15th point. It's a 10-point game. It was 20. It's now 10. Vanderbilt has the ball. Pride harassed full court by Jackson finally. Brings the ball in front court. Circling out, Maddox gets the ball. Gets the screen there from Bates. But Maddox passed up the flash to the inside by Bates and continues the dribble. Now on the left side to Pride. Down low goes DeSpaltro. They're trying to hide Whitehead down there. He'll come past 1 screen, 2 screen. Pass comes to Whitehead. Fighting through there. Jackson has him. Whitehead wants to take him low. Ball slipped away, but a foul called and a hold. Second foul on Jackson. So here's Whitehead at the line with 13 points, 10 of the first half. Guns it up there short. It's good. 14 for him. And it's back to 11 points with 6:22 to go. The Commodores lead 55-44. Whitehead, good. So Vanderbilt's back by 12. Tennessee with the ball. Full court pressure, a 2-2-1. 3/4 court press actually. Wharton with it, double teamed in rear court. Cross court pass. Green comes past the timeline to Lee. Lee, top of the circle, returns the ball to Wharton, and Vanderbilt slips into the zone. Hathaway comes to a high post. Now double high post with Black out there with him. They're going to run Wharton off that double screen. Goes to the right side, backs off. They take away the shot. Lee gets the feed in the corner. Ranges out high to Green, quickly back to Wharton. Wharton looks down low to Black. Wharton penetrates. Back it goes to Lee. He'll fake it down low. Hathaway jams home a dunk. As Hathaway gets the basket, and Tennessee cuts it back to 10 on the feed from Lee down low to Hathaway as they were double teaming Wharton, and that freed Hathaway for the relay to the inside from Lee. Vanderbilt comes out with the ball. Whitehead guarded by Lee. Pump fake, doesn't shoot. Instead to Maddox on the near side. Circling through, this will be DeSpaltro. Moves left, works the ball to Pride. He backs off. They'll reset it. There goes Whitehead down low, following through Lee. Whitehead goes to the left wing, gets the feed. Slanting through goes Pride. Pass comes to Bates. Bates bounce pass down low. DeSpaltro's shot is up good. Nice play. 2-man game again with Bates and DeSpaltro. And DeSpaltro gets his first 2 in the second half. And it is now a 12-point game again with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 58-46 Vandy. Tennessee with it. Wharton to the left side. Circling off behind Lee. Gets the feed. Relays the ball to Black. Into the corner. It goes to Green. Green on top to Lee. Wharton down low. Now to Green. Green tries to penetrate into the lane. Can't. Instead works the ball to Brandon Wharton, guarded man-to-man here by Pride. Wharton works off the screen. They back off. He penetrates, loses the ball, but grabs it back. Works on the near side. Green, a long 3 by Green is short. Rebound picked away low. Then a violation is called as the 35-second clock apparently had elapsed and the ball did not catch iron. And so it will be Vanderbilt getting possession as Tennessee substitutes with Torrey Harris coming back. And also back is Jackson. Out goes Wharton. Out goes Black. They won't be out long. 58-46, 4:35 to go. Vanderbilt with the basketball. They triangle the feed from Maddox to Whitehead to Pride. And Pride comes past the line for the Commodores. Working left. There goes Maddox that way. Gets the feed. They'll screen on the inside for Bates, cutting through Whitehead. Pass goes to DeSpaltro. Now to Pride. Bates is wide out on the right side. Good baseline shooter. Bates moves through. Now comes to the free throw line. Setting a screen. There's the pass goes to Maddox. Maddox off to DeSpaltro. Back it goes to DeSpaltro, diving to show. But as he gets under there, Tennessee has got to be called. A foul to Tennessee. Earlier, Tennessee won by 10 in Knoxville. Vanderbilt's DeSpaltro. Shot, no good. 77% free throw shooter, has 10 in this game. And so DeSpaltro, as Vanderbilt aims for its 6th victory. Tennessee in danger of its 8th loss in conference play. Toss good this time by DeSpaltro with 11. And Vanderbilt leads by 13. Tennessee with the ball. The Volunteers triangle it in to Jackson to Lee to Wharton. And Wharton comes maybe past the timeline, gets bumped, no whistle. Picks up his dribble, deals to Lee. Lee in right rear to Jackson, back to Wharton. Down low, Harris and Hathaway for Tennessee. Black and Green on the bench for a blow. Wharton to the right, reverses back left, gives the ball in the corner to Lee. Lee picked up, can't shoot. Jackson with the ball, works the ball to the inside, then throws it away on a steal. Good defense by Whitehead. Another turnover cost Tennessee. And this will be past the timeline. Pride gets bumped by Jackson, continues the dribble, and works the ball top of the circle. They set it up to Whitehead. Maddox comes to the right side. Bounce pass low, intended on that two-man game left from Whitehead to Bates, and Bates couldn't get there to make the catch, and it rolls out of bounds. Turnover Vanderbilt. The score is Vanderbilt 59, Tennessee 46. Engineer Tim Berry, you mentioned him, and also Steve Early. Studio producer Dave Jeffries, technical director Cleve Hayes, O'Neill show engineer T. Edwards, staff Mindy McMurtry, Leonard Harvey, William Whitehall, Natasha Minneapolis, Brian Farmer, our security chief. Personnel transfer, Ed Bailoff. Set to go. Tennessee will have the ball. In comes the pass to Lee, back to Wharton. Wharton coming past the line, dogged full court there by Pride, as Tennessee has the basketball. And working to the right side with it, Wharton. Peeling out top, Green. Pass instead goes inside, back to the basket. Black, cross court. On a skip, it goes to Lee, back into Black. Black looks low to Hathaway, but instead deals the ball to Lee. Green comes open in the right corner. Pass goes to him. The three is up, will not count. Whistle has sounded, and a foul has been called. I don't know on whom, maybe Maddox, who shoved Wharton, I guess. So it will be Wharton going to the line for 1+1. Team foul number 8 on the Commodores. The Vanderbilt team has been to the free throw line 27 times, making 19. Tennessee 15 times, making 12. Wharton's free throw. Good. Wharton's got 13, averaging 15. Black, averaging 12, has 15 in this game. And Brandon Wharton from Nashville goes for the second try. His team trailing 59-47. Toss good, 59-48. Vandy with the ball in the lead, and Maddox into Despaltro, back to Maddox. On the left side, Pride, who's done a good job in this game. Pride has not scored. Well, he has 2 free throws, but he's played very well. And as he dribbles past the timeline, Green trying to effect a steal, foul. 77. So let's see what Pride does. Free throw is up. Good. Pride, senior, Huntsville, Alabama. Puts up the toss. Misses. Rebound, Hathaway. Hathaway for Tennessee, clears to Wharton. Wharton for the balls in front court. Ranges right, picks up the dribble. Looks for help. Inside it goes. Black with the basket. Walk, no whistle. Deals the ball to Green, top of the circle. Cross court. Wharton guarded by Pride. Back to Black. Black makes a move low. Spins out. Puts up the jumper. Good. Beautiful, beautiful baseline move. And Tennessee uses the timeout to stop the clock with 2:28 to go. And Vanderbilt's lead is now 10. Tennessee's victory margin in Knoxville, 10. Let's take 10. 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Ball Network. At Nashville, Tennessee, this is John Wood standing in the play-by. And Tennessee has been guilty of mistakes from time to time. For the balls into the game will be Torrey Harris. Cornelius Jackson, he's there to foul, would be my guess, although he has 4. But Vanderbilt returns with Maddox, Pride, Whitehead, Bates, and Despaltro. The pass comes into Despaltro. Guarded by Lee, works the ball quickly back over to Maddox. Maddox on the left side to Despaltro. Now to Pride. Pride guarded and fouled by Green. Still playing the percentages. The gun will be Pride. He will be shooting 1+1. Shot is up. Missed. Rebound Tennessee. Wharton gets it. Wharton for the Volunteers past the timeline. Accelerates to the top of the key, backs off. Has Lee on the right side, Green on the left. Pass comes to Green. Bounce pass inside Black. Black out top to Lee to Green. Green back into Black. Black makes a move low. Tipped away, fighting for the loose ball. Lee comes out with it, gives back to Green. Green for Tennessee. Bounce pass into Hathaway. Makes a move to the middle. Spins the other way. Goes to shoot and is tied up. It will be Tennessee's turn in alternate possession. As sagging to the inside, that must have been Whitehead, who got his hand on the ball and forced the tie-up. Tennessee will get the ball under its own basket with Green to work it in. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Green looking. Will work. Who's going to come open? Wharton gets the ball in the corner, overplayed by Maddox. Bounce pass comes in to Hathaway, back to Maddox for the jumper. Or back to Wharton, who beats Maddox for the jumper. Good by Wharton. It's a 3. He's got 17. It's a 7-point game. Vanderbilt with the basketball. In comes the pass to Whitehead. Whitehead for the Commodores on the near side, Maddox. Maddox past the timeline, back to Whitehead, keeping the ball away from Pride. With the ball, this is Whitehead working left and right, back to Maddox. Maddox dribbling near the top of the key, 1:28 to go in the ball game. It's a 7-point lead for Vanderbilt. Maddox dribbling out top. And he'll move back to the left side. Shot clock down to 9. Maddox wants to go one-on-one. Comes to the right, drives down low, gives on the near side. Whitehead's 3 is up and no good. Rebound Tennessee's Hathaway. Over it goes to Wharton. Wharton lead pass right side goes to Green. Back to Wharton, top of the circle. Down low goes the pass to Black. Black for Tennessee spins to shoot, but before he gets there, he's fouled. And now Tennessee will go back to platoon. Torrey Harris and Jackson coming back in as Tennessee has battled from 20 points behind to trail by 7 with Black at the line for 2 free throws, or maybe 1+1. That's the 9th foul. And 1:04 to go in the ball game. Hathaway is out for Tennessee as Black will be at the line with 17 points as the same total that Wharton has. Black shooting 1+1. Guns it up there. No good. Rebound Vanderbilt. And coming out with the basketball, this will be Bates. Pass goes to Pride, fouled by Green. So Pride will go to the line. Pride with 4 all at the line. And Vanderbilt's lead is back to 8. And this is Pride ready for the second try. The shot is up by Pride and good. He makes them both and Tennessee gets the ball. Into Lee, back to Wharton. Wharton dogged full court by Pride, comes past the timeline. Green on the left wing. Wharton will make the penetration, has the ball stolen away and then tied up as he looped the ball ever so slightly on his dribble as he tried to cut to the interior. And Maddox was there to tie him up, and it's Vanderbilt's turn in alternate possession. 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Vanderbilt leading by 9 points, 62-53. Tennessee got it down to 7 with a free throw. The Volunteers missed the free throw, and Vanderbilt has come the other way to score 2 at the charity stripe. 62-53. As Vanderbilt will have the ball. Momentary timeout as they wipe some perspiration up.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jefferson Pilot Sports.
It has been a frustrating season for young Tennessee on the road, but there has been something to cheer about. 2 freshmen in the front court have stepped up to make it clear that the Vols are serious, really serious about the remainder of the season. Each game reveals another opportunity for vindication. Half a state away, the Vanderbilt Commodores are playing with emotional intensity that springs from a 3-game homestand in storied Memorial Gym. It's the Volunteers sliding into Nashville next. Memorial Gymnasium in Music City, USA. Tonight's SEC Game of the Week, the Vanderbilt Commodores against intrastate rival Tennessee. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the team on the bubble, the Commodores, and you'll see every home game becomes very important. A lot of acts up there, including Kentucky coming in here, along with Joe Dean, Tim Brando. If you're Jan Van Bredekoff and you know about that schedule, what are you thinking and what are you telling your team?
Well, obviously, Vanderbilt is 3-0 in February. February is a critical month as you get ready for postseason opportunities in March. Tonight, home game, you got to have it because, as you saw on the schedule, the next 4 are very tough.
When you talk about this game and matchups, you begin to think about post play by committee for both teams.
You really do, Tim. C.J. Black and Charles Hathaway for Tennessee are getting better with age. They had a great game together against Alabama last Saturday in a win at Knoxville. Black leads all SEC freshmen in scoring and rebounding, while Hathaway is improving every game. And tonight, he comes back to his hometown to battle the Commodores.
Austin Bates and Billy DeSpaltra, I think, bring a little something different to the table than the Tennessee tandem, and that is brawn and bulk and the ability to bully their way around the lane.
Well, that's right, and they're older. A couple of juniors against 2 freshmen. Bates and DeSpaltro complement each other very, very well in the Hallow offense. Austin Bates, 24 points, 10 rebounds in a big win here against Arkansas on Saturday. DeSpaltro is a very active, aggressive player. He's getting better. And Timmy, tonight, the war on the boards here in Music City, USA.
And you better back off if you're in the block. Don't post up your talent. We'll be back with the opening tip right after this.
Hey.
SEC Basketball is brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. Check the yellow pages for the nationwide agent nearest you. By BP. At BP, everything we do is to keep you moving.
Back at Memorial Gym here in Nashville, Tennessee. Tim Brando along with Joe Dean. And Joe, as we take a look at the starting lineups, first for the Volunteers, Rayshard Lee is a player that's got some speed and quickness, and Kevin O'Neal's going to need all of that and then some against this more 94-foot style of Vanderbilt.
You're right, Tim. Rayshard Lee's very athletic, goes to the offensive glass, and has a propensity to shoot the ball a little bit. They could use his shooting here tonight.
And as we take a look at the Vanderbilt starting five, we touched on the front court, but clearly Pax Whitehead is the leader of this team on the floor.
Pax Whitehead is the shooter. He's the offensive inspiration for Vanderbilt, and does a great job in keeping everybody involved, including his running mate, Pax Whitehead.
Those are your starters, and when we come back, we'll have the opening tip in this rivalry that dates back some time in the Smokies and throughout the state of Tennessee. And 51st meeting between these two schools. Traditional rivalries in the SEC. The Volunteers leading this series, as you can see. You know, you go back, though, in recent memory, Tennessee has really been able to get the job done. But this has been a series that, of late, has been a very close series. Games going down to the wire, and in the last meeting, a 75-65 final, and one that I'm sure Vanderbilt believes they should, they'd love to have back. Jan Van Bredikoff, the head coach of the Commodores, coming in here 14-8, 5-5 in SEC play. Spent a couple of years at Cornell prior to coming to Vandy, his alma mater. And Kevin O'Neal in year number 3. This is a season I'm sure that he had higher expectations, but the loss of a couple of players that he anticipated being with him really hurt, particularly offensively.
Well, Isaiah Victor is the young man you mentioned, 6'9", out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. A big guy who could have really helped, but he is redshirting this year. And Deshae Jones also, Tim, was the point guard to be. He has played a lot for Tennessee, but he's had a broken bone in his foot, which has hampered his play all season long.
We have a momentary pause. We should tell all of you that we do not have our television monitors operative in front of us. And because we don't have any electrical power going into our television monitors, one might think that there could be a further problem with the clock operation, but I believe that we're okay and we're able to go. There may be some concern over our difficulty, but Tom Eads, the lead official, along with Mike Thibodeau and Zelton Steed, are ready to tip it off. But we should make you aware that you may be seeing things on your screen that we do not have the opportunity of seeing from our vantage point. But that doesn't mean that our producer Joel McKee and director Jimmy Moore won't give you the best angles and the best replays they can. They'll just have to communicate to us what it is you're seeing at home. That's why it's live TV. Billy DeSpaltro will tip it up for Vanderbilt. And C.J. Black goes up with him, and the tip is to Tennessee with Wharton running the show. And remember, they anticipated that he would not be the point guard this year, that he'd be the 2 guard. And you will see some of Deshae Jones a bit later.
Kevin O'Neal is actually starting 2 guys who would be considered small forwards in Cornelius Jackson and Rayshard Lee tonight. Only one pure guard in the game for Tennessee, that being Brandon Wharton.
Tough work inside, and Black draws the foul. It apparently will go against DeSpaltro. Joe does have his monitor now, and now we have ours. So slowly we're getting some power to our location.
C.J. Black, the freshman out of Brainerd High School in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Outstanding program at Brainerd. Robert High is the coach, and he has sent a lot of great players out of his program at Brainerd and into the Division I ranks. C.J. Black being the latest.
2-0 Tennessee. Volunteers would like to cut this game in half, shorten it, and keep Vanderbilt out of the transition game, not allowing those three-point barrages to begin, as was the case for Arkansas during stages of that game over the weekend. Bates, not there. Rebound taken down by Tennessee. Jackson the last to touch it, and he gets it out to Wharton.
Tennessee will push the ball down, as you saw right there, and look for early offense, but they want layups out of that. They don't have it. They'll reverse the ball and set up and run half-court sets, which you're seeing right now. Vanderbilt has started man the first possession. They're back to their patented matchup zone, one on the ball, and we'll talk about that a little bit as the game goes along, Tim.
The Vanderbilt team that has been switching defenses a lot more this year than in past seasons. And Cornelius Jackson comes away with the field goal to make it 4-0. Jackson averaging just over 4 per game. Mr. Basketball in the state of West Virginia last year out of Oak Hill.
That has to make Kevin O'Neal feel good. Kevin Jackson, Cornelius Jackson, I should say, has not had a real good freshman year, but opened with a 23-point game against Moorhead in the first game of the season. It's a good start for him here tonight.
Bates with the high lob for Whitehead. Pax has it rejected. Nice work by Tennessee. They really collapsed down on it.
Tennessee's defense is not going to give up anything easy in the lane.
Hathaway stripped. Well, as he gets older, he'll remember to keep the ball up rather than down.
And be tough with the ball in the lane. That's what freshmen have to learn. They didn't have to do that as high school players because they were so much bigger and stronger. When they get to this level, it's very physical in that lane. You got to be tough with the ball.
Maddox could not get squared to the basket after running the curl, but does come away with the rebound. The Spaltro comes out high. Long rebound to Rayshard Lee, and Wharton gets the outlet pass. C.J. Black trying to set a pick, couldn't, and now dribbling into traffic. Tennessee gets bailed out with a foul. That'll go against Howard Pride, his first.
Tennessee very patient offensively. They want to look for the high percentage shot, and Kevin O'Neal's been working much harder to get C.J. Black, and in particular Charles Hathaway, more involved in the offense from the low post.
Wharton.
But that's the key guy right there for Tennessee. Brandon Wharton coming off a 27-point game against Alabama on Saturday. The left-hander, he's from right here in Nashville, Overton High School.
Spaltro wanted it, got it a little late from Pride.
Tennessee plays half-court man-to-man. They started at the three-point line. They're last in the SEC in turnover margin, which means they don't gamble much. They're not looking for steals. They're a containment defense.
There was an incidental contact, and Mike Thibodeau, one of the officials, decided to give him a breather because of the injury.
Good look at Howard Pride there, the team captain for Vanderbilt, going off the floor. Wanted me to say hi to his mom tonight. Louise Pride is in Huntsville, Alabama. Let's see what happened to her son. You see the left hand right into the face by Brandon Wharton. And the officials will call that incidental contact, and it's a no call. The fans don't like that.
Effective contact. Bates with the shot clock winding down, got it on the rim. They got the contact knocked loose when he was hit in the eye. It's more than just incidental contact.
That's right.
You lose your contact. Lee, the iron unkind to him, gets it back. Nice work by C.J. Black to keep it alive for the putback opportunity. And right now, Tennessee pitching a shutout. Vanderbilt unable to scratch in the first 4 minutes.
Tennessee's won 4 of the last 5 of these games against Vanderbilt. They feel very confident against the Commodores.
Whitehead, count it, and a foul.
Tennessee's defense was in great position right there. They had 4 orange shirts around Pax Whitehead. You watch him on the offensive board. Watch all the orange shirts. Watch the muscle and athleticism to go up through the trap, get it off the glass, and draw the foul. That's a big-time move.
SEC Player of the Week. Bricks the free throw, but the Spaltro has a second chance. Counted and a foul. Well, this could be a 5-point trip. C.J. Black and Charlie Hathaway were in position. Hathaway got the foul.
Kevin O'Neal not happy. You can bet one thing. Jan Van Bredekoff had the numbers 45 to 29 on the locker room chalkboard before the game. That was the rebounding count last time against Tennessee in Knoxville. Tennessee dominated the board. And look here. That's the 3rd straight offensive rebound by Vanderbilt. They have come to play on the glass here tonight, Tim.
This foul against Brandon Wharton reaching in. Kevin O'Neal, after a nice 4 minutes and 17 seconds, sees his team give up 4 points, and the possession still not done. It could be a 6-point trip for the homestanding Commodores. Back after a word from CarQuest. By a score of 8-4. But Vanderbilt in the midst of a 4-point sequence offensively, 3 blockout problems out of rebound situations costing Kevin O'Neal's team. And look at that. You know, when you're young, you really have to learn how to deal with being on the road, and that's one of the reasons Kevin's club has been a bit weary.
I talked to Michael Hunt, the assistant coach for Tennessee this morning, and he talked extensively about that very subject, that Kevin O'Neal has been talking to his young team about being tougher, more focused on the road, and playing better on the road. And so far early on here tonight, they're doing a good job.
Their average point differential on the receiving end of road losses, 23 points per game. And that is a 6-point trip for Vanderbilt as Bates gets 2. So they went down there trailing 8-0 and returned to the defensive end trailing by 2.
And did it with offensive rebounding, the area that hurt them in the loss at Knoxville.
Hathaway gets his first basket.
Charles Hathaway, the big freshman from right here, Hillwood High School in Nashville. Starting to shoot the ball better facing the goal. He's a big, strong guy, has a great future in Knoxville.
All of Tennessee's rebounds, Joe, have been on the offensive end. Prater, not there. Bad pass by Jackson, but bailed out as Maddox and Prater were in position and were on the sideline.
Let's watch Charles Hathaway. You see the penetration by Rashard Lee. Nice pass. He gets Austin Bates out of position, and that opens up Hathaway for the little 15-foot jumper. And the big guy from right here in Nashville shows nice touch.
Aaron Green and Vegas Davis have come into the game for Tennessee as Rashard Lee and Cornelius Jackson go to the bench.
Vanderbilt back to that matchup zone.
Hathaway facing the basket, has to give it up. Wharton with some penetration, gets the bump. It would have counted had it fallen. Prater will pick up the foul.
We talk a lot about matchup zones. A regular 2-3 zone, 1-3-1 zone that people are familiar with are zones where players play areas of the floor. A matchup zone has one player on the basketball, and he has man-to-man responsibility on the ball with the other 4 players behind him playing zone areas.
Back screen! Back screen!
You see right there, Atiba Prater is responsible for Wharton man-to-man out of the matchup.
And Wharton gets the 3. All because of that entry pass, the ball movement to Black and then getting it back. Wharton now with 5.
Good pass by C.J. Black. That's his 2nd assist of the game.
13-6, 7-point cushion for the Volunteers. I sense that Vanderbilt's a little flat coming out, Joe.
Looked like it. They had a very emotional win Saturday against a very good Arkansas team here in Memorial Gym.
They're 3 of 10 from the floor.
Let's watch against the matchup zone. You see Vegas Davis inside. Best time to shoot a 3 is on an inside-out pass. We have it right there. The left-hander, Brandon Wharton, knocks it down.
Whitehead is rejected, and Black tried to call timeout, but did not.
I wonder if the rules committee at the season end will discuss that particular play, because there's a lot of people that feel like that there's no place in the game for the timeout as you're going out of bounds.
It became the media cliche smart play of the year, and now everyone's doing it no matter what. Sometimes